Alright, and welcome to the Pune Hongwanji online Sunday service. Due to the storm, as the temple board, we decided we cancel the in-person service for the safety for everyone. But here, KL Pune, now no rain, no wind. But the hope your location, hope you're alright and then feel safe. Yeah, so again, we'll begin the service in online. Again, you can see words on your screen. Thank you. We do have an opening chanting. Shall we place our hands together in Gasho? Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Bundan saranam ngachami, Dhamman saranam ngachami, Sanghan saranam ngachami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, now we do have a children's message by myself. So, we often say and then tell children, don't tell a lie, don't tell a lie. You may have said to your own children or younger people, or you may have heard, don't tell a lie. The reason why could be, we may say, don't tell a lie can be like listed. We are scared of being scolded, To avoid being scolded, which we may tell a lie. Or we don't want to admit we were wrong, because we don't want to see ourselves, I did something wrong. So we say we tell a lie. Or other can be, we want to protect ourselves or someone else to protect for protection for myself or others, we may tell a lie. Or simply, we want to look good. So we want to be someone else, make ourselves look good, we tell a lie. Or we don't want to make others angry or sad. We may tell a lie. Sometimes we may say a white lie, but still, lie is a lie. And then I want to share one story with you. I'm sure you know this story. So once there is a boy whose job was to watch the sheep. And he got bored. So he shouted, wolf, wolf. A wolf is attacking the sheep. The villagers came running to help, but there was no wolf. The boy laughed. It was just a joke. Hee hee, I tricked you. He did again another day. Wolf, wolf. The villagers came again. No wolf. Just another trick. He, I tricked you, yeah. Then one day, a real wolf came. The boy shouted, Wolf, wolf, please help. But this time, no one came. They thought it was another lie. The wolf chased the sheep, and the boy was left all alone. I think we know this story. Yeah? The boy kind of enjoyed lying. Then when the real one came, no one believed him. So lesson can be, if you continue to telling a lie, people don't trust you. And then when you say something true and then real, people think, I don't think so, I don't believe you. So there is a trust is lost. Yeah? Then, if we think about that, we say, don't tell a lie. And if you were watching this with a family or somebody sitting there, can you ask them? However, ask them, did you tell a lie before? You never told a lie? And if they say, no, that can be a lie. I mean, as a minister, I'm a Buddhist minister. Yeah? I'm a teacher, kind of. So, I never told a lie. Yeah? If you're laughing but don't believing, I have. So we know that, knowing that we shouldn't tell a lie. We know sometimes we do. Yeah. What should we do? In lying is in Buddhism, Buddha teaching us don't do that. Strictly telling us don't do that. But we do sometimes. How do we consider this? Yeah. So don't tell a lie. What we understand in our teaching is, Amitabha understands that sometimes we tell a lie. Instead of scolding us or pushing us away, Amitabha embraces us with kindness and understanding. Because of that warm acceptance, we can look at our own heart and mind and notice why we wanted to lie. Sometimes we lie so easily, almost like breathing, but we can still be mindful. Lies can hurt others, and they can also hurt ourselves. Amida Buddha helps us see this gently so we can grow, reflect, and then choose honesty with a peaceful heart. So again, if we are really honest, we know sometimes we have to tell a lie, but no justification, no excuse. Sometimes we do, but we can remember when we tell a lie, there is Amida Buddha seeing us and guiding us. We can have a reflection. Why I have to tell a lie? If we notice I shouldn't do that, we can take a moment to say, I'm sorry, I told a lie. And when somebody tell you, I told a lie, sorry, we try to be the person. It's okay, I understand. Not easy, but we try to do our best understanding. We have those moments. Yeah. So again, when we have a moment, I can tell a lie. We can remember lying has a big impact, losing trust. But therefore, we listen to Buddha teaching so that we can be honest as much as we can do. Yeah. Then we'd have a chanting 12 homages.
Buddha's eyes like the blue lotus. Thus I bow to Amida. Buddha's form round like the moon, bright like thousand suns and moons. Buddha's voice like the nightingale. Thus I bow to Amida. Buddha's figure on Kanon's crown, adorned with wondrous features. Buddha subdues evilness. Thus I bow to Amida. Beyond compare, Amida's pure virtues shining clear like space. All benefit from Buddha. Thus I bow to Amida. Bodhisattvas all renowned, Maharaj to praise Amida. Primal vow made for our sake. Thus I bow to Amida. Golden ponds where lotus bloom, towards the throne of goodness. Buddha lives like the mountain king. Thus I bow to Amida. Bodhisattvas come afar, attaining true happiness. They revere the Buddha's face. Thus I bow to Amida. All life changes like the dew. We have no permanent self. Buddha teaches this law to all. Thus I bow to Amida. No evil in the Pure Land, and no fear of evil paths. Faithful hearts honor Buddha. Thus I bow to Amida, saving us through many ways. No tempters, no evil friends. Birth leads to enlightenment. Thus I bow to Amida. Amida, thus I have praised. Virtues boundless like the sea. These virtues shared with others. Full birth into the Pure Land. Shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Now we do have a Gatha. Today is Arigatai. I'm thankful. Music is there, but slightly soft, so hope you can join us singing. maybe no music, sorry. For the rain that brings us life, for the sun that keeps us warm, for plants and animals that nourish us, arigatai. Listen, listen to the voice of Amida calling out to us with compassion. Treat every living thing with kindness, like a mother who loves her precious child. For family that loves, for friends who come to play, for all the people who will make my life arigatai. Listen, listen to the voice of Amida calling out to us with compassion. Treat every living thing with kindness, like a mother who loves her precious child. For Amida's gentle love, for Amida's guiding light, for peace and joy we all enjoy, arigatai. Listen, listen to the voice of Amida calling out to us with compassion. Treat every living thing with kindness, like a mother who loves her precious child. So maybe there's a music behind you. Sorry, maybe. Yeah, thank you for your patience.
So again, today we are having a Sunday service only online without in person due to the storm precaution and safety. Again, here KL is looks no rain windy, but I know other neighbor islands, other places going through so difficult times. So for ourselves, that we want to make sure everyone's safe, and then when you're going through the affection by this storm, please be safe, and then we extending our compassion for all of you. So today the title is "You a Liar." I know this could be the strong phrase. Yeah, when you say this phrase to someone, it means a lot. Yeah, or someone tells you you a liar, kind of a strong word. Yeah, this kind of phrase kind of stick with me after I had one conversation with one person. Then every time when I hear this phrase, this person came to my mind. And then today I want to try to elaborate, expand this idea of the you are liar. Not only physically, we say you are liar, but what it means, yeah. So the picture can be slightly small to read, but I'll read it for us so we can listen to see it. Yeah? So the lie of forever. So you can see picture and then saying, we promise I'll be with you forever. When loss occurs, we cry betrayal. So again, this was a kind of the conversation I had with this person. So this person came to see me and then sharing, saying, Reverend Sensei, my husband is a liar. When she say, we kind of feel, huh? What do you mean? We feel, what do you mean your husband is a liar? Did he like having an affair or something? But when she said, when we got to marry, he promised me, I'll be with you forever. In your laughter, joys, pains, and then tears, I'll be with you forever. He promised me, but since the Reverend, he passed away, he left me alone. So don't you think he's a liar? So again, she's not saying, husband is a liar, like a cheating or having affair. She's saying, why you passed away? Showing her, missing him. I love you. You said you'll be with me forever. Why you not gone? So it's expressing how much she loved him and then missing him. Yeah. So that means that impermanence we have learning. The lie was not in the love. It was the belief that life would stay the same. Impermanence is the nature of all things, not a betrayal. So impermanence, some people say it's kind of negative, but it's no negative, positive. Simply everything changing. Yeah? Like January, February, March, everything changing. Like the day and the night changing, everything changing. However, when we want to attach something, wishing, this one, please do not change. But things change. Then we feel so many emotions. Yeah. So that's like one of the lie we believe in. We want to believe. No, everything will be the same. But truth is, everything changing. Yeah. Or the lie of isolation. We tell ourselves what happens elsewhere is not my business. The truth is, we are connected. What we do moves through the web of life and comes back through cause and conditions. We are never truly separated. Yeah? So I guess this idea we can more understanding. No, actually we have a connection. We are connected. Yeah. And then we feel sorry. We send our sympathy for those people, other neighbor island, other country. We do, yeah. But still, somehow, we not really understanding this connection, yeah. So now, what happened in other country affecting the price of the oil and the food, yeah, prices increasing. What happened other place is affecting us, but it's like we are hurting each other without knowing we are disconnection. We, fight, we argue, we kill each other without understanding. Actually, it hurting oneself. When we deeply, deeply think about it, still we do have isolation, separation, disconnection. Because if myself or ourselves deeply understand, we are connected. Yeah, we will not hurt each other. Or that could be our human nature, sad nature. Unfortunately, knowing we have a connection, what I do affecting you, but still we can help hurting, fighting, argue with each other. That could be our sad nature. Yeah. But there is a profound connection. We are truly, deeply connected. Even our lie telling us, I don't care, it's not my concern. Yeah? So therefore, I like one phrase. When I went to Kau native side, one of the persons said that they have a t-shirt saying, it's not my concern. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? But when I see back, it's saying, it is our concern. Nice, yeah? If you see, it's not my concern, it's like a rejection. I don't care what you're going through. It's not my concern. But it means it is our concern. Yeah? It truly convey Buddha's compassion. Your happiness is my happiness. Your pain is my pain. It is if something concerns you, it is our concerns. If something help us inclusiveness, yeah, kind of destroy this human nature of me comes first, yeah. Or my view is absolute truth, but truth is we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So this could be our situation. Yeah? I mean, everyone has a uniqueness. Yeah, it's important based on education, experience, or character uniqueness. But point can be if we insist or believing I am right, you are wrong. Of course, my truth, your truth, always conflict. Yeah, so we may imagine now, seeing our so many news and then event, there are so many things that one side believing we are right. Therefore, under the name of the righteousness or right, we may do anything. But of course, other people have, no, we are right. There is no ending. Yeah. Then if we have to think to our personal life too, between spouse or sibling or co-workers or family, friends. We'd have those moments. I think this is. You think this is. Okay, we can fight over, argue. Some people often say we can agree to disagree. But point shall be, we simply have a different opinion. If we can understand, okay, we have a different opinions. Okay, I respect, you respect, but we understand each other. Again, it's not easy. We want to believe I'm truly right. But it often turns out there we could be wrong. So it's so important when we believing I'm so right. We want to be mindful what to say, how to say, because already when we believing I'm right, we may say, we may do anything, but that can be our only perception. Truth can be different. Yeah. Again, this could be so important for us when we believing I'm right, that we need to listen to carefully other person, because other person thinks I could be wrong. Yeah? So truly, my right can be your wrong, and your wrong can be my right. So, yeah. Or this could be another phrase that we may say, I'm okay. It could be a lie. Actually, I'm not okay. And the truth is, it's okay not to be okay. This could be slightly different, like a type of lie, but don't you think when somebody asks you, are you okay? We often say, I'm okay. Yeah, could be, you're going through something physically or mentally or financially stress. Other people can notice something, I can see wrong with you. Are you okay? And then we don't want to make this person worry about you, so we say, I'm okay. Yeah. And it could be people can tell, yeah, I know you're not okay, but you don't want to say, I'm not okay. Yeah. We may be afraid being rejected, or maybe we don't want people see us weak person. Yeah. But actually, if we can say, I'm not okay, we can say because there is something or somebody who acknowledge your whoever who you are. Yeah. So every time when I see this phrase of it's okay not to be okay, at first I had a difficult time to understand. What do you mean? It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay. If you're not okay, it's not okay. Yeah? But the point is, sometimes somebody tells you, I love you if you are okay. I love you if you are not okay. So there is somebody saying, whether you're okay or not, happy or sad, jealousy or not, angry or not, hey, I love you as you are. Yeah? That is not easy thing to do, but somebody inviting in my embrace, no judgment, no rejection. That gives us the idea of, I feel in this way, feel down, feel sad, angry, or jealousy, concern. I shouldn't be in this way, but somebody inviting, it's okay. I shall embrace in it's your nature, part of you. Don't think you have to be someone else or be different emotion. I shouldn't feel in this way. No, if we can acknowledge it's my nature. If you can say, we don't have to hide, pretend. Somebody's saying, no rejection, no judgment, inviting you, hey, come as you are. Yeah. And then the lie can be, I can save myself through my own effort. The truth is, muddy hand cannot wash itself clean. Yeah. So now I want to slightly go into religious side, but yeah, we learn. Yeah, we have to take care of ourselves. Yeah, working, education. Do things for ourselves. But sometimes we receive assistance from others, but basically, we learn we have to take care, save myself, yeah, my own effort. But sometimes we know we cannot do that, but we have to do it. So in a religion, in Buddhism, the purpose of Buddhism is awakening or enlightenment, liberation from attachment, delusion, truly attain peace, purity, perfection, harmony, excellence. No greed, anger, ignorance, or judgment, the feeling of distinction, truly oneness, suchness, thusness, or truth. That is the purpose of Buddhism. Yeah? No pain, no more suffering, highest the wisdom, compassion. Yeah? That is the purpose of Buddhism, liberation. Yeah? Then some tradition offers, yeah, true, you have to do it for yourself. Like DIY, do it yourself. You have to achieve this by yourself. You're controlling your heart and mind, practice meditation, mindfulness, or truly focus on your mind. Yeah? Detachment, no illusion, no anger, even emotion occurs, you control it. So you getting closer to enlightenment. Yeah? Some schools offer in that way, and then there are many followers, yeah, doing those practice. However, our founder, Shinan Shonin, deeply realized, I cannot do that. It's like, again, muddy hand there, try to washing oneself. We cannot there, although we notice, oh, I'm getting a dirt on my body, I have to wash away. But your hands are muddy hand. No matter, the more you try, you're simply spreading the mud all over your body. Yeah? That's showing our founder realized, as long as there is I practice, I chant, I do meditation, I do so many, practice, performing so many things, but this I is already contains the desire, attachment, not perfect. Like whatever practice I may do, it has a muddy mat. Yeah, so cannot be clean. More, practice supposed to take each person closer to enlightenment. However, our founder Shinan Shonin realized the more I practice, it looks like I'm more far from the enlightenment. Yeah, so that leading Shinan Shonin, again entrusting oneself to the hand of Amida Buddha, inviting, come as you or I shall embrace you. Yeah, that is a key point. Yeah, so embrace as you are. Shin Buddhism doesn't shame us for having a biased or confused mind. It doesn't ask us to be perfect. Amida Buddha embraces all just as they are, held fully in wisdom and then compassion. The picture you see could be the famous ceramic pottery, with the kintsugi in Japan, using, the plate can be broken into pieces by using gold they put together, and it looks so beautiful. Yeah, so kind of symbolizing even something broken into pieces. It does not mean it's end of life or no more, just destroy, throw away. No, using gold with their broken pieces can be creating a beautiful plate. Yeah, we can see so beautiful, like having a gold now looks so beautiful. Yeah. So symbolizing, we humans could have those scars or injured, yeah, in going through life's trauma or hardships. Yeah, we may feel I'm like done in end of life, but like a goal, if we can accept and then learn that my mistake, my regrets, what I did, what I didn't, those pains and anger, frustration, those we think it is I shouldn't have it, but touched by Buddha's mind, no judgment. You don't have to be perfect. You are beautiful as you are. Those scars, what we regret is actually accepted, embraced, and then nurtured. Yeah? Then begin to shining the things I thought, I'm ashamed or I feel guilty or always constantly, poking us, why you do that? But the thing, you did what you can do, and then no judgment. Yeah, of course, it does not mean no justification or excusing. We acknowledge what happened, but the teaching us what happened is in the past. We learn a lesson, and for the future, yet not to come. So we cannot to be too much worried about what do we do. How is it right here, right now, past and the future melting together. Yeah? However, some people may think, to make this a beautiful plate, some people may think having a clear, beautiful plate, they intentionally, put onto the floor and then broke it, and they make a kintsugi put the gold. Well, we don't want to be that way. Hopefully, we don't want to be, what you call it, feeling scattered or feel damaged or going through pains. We don't want to go through the pains. But in our life, unfortunately, so many things happen, whether we like or not. We're going through ups and then down. That time. But does compassion guiding us when we're going through so many things and then confuse the mind? But the truly embracing, it's okay, I understand. In that embrace, we can acknowledge, again, what happened to us, what we did to others. We can observe, we learn lesson, we be more mindful, and understanding there is no rejection or judgment. But then we try to be the more awakened person. Yeah, try to be awakened person, learning from the what we did, understanding again. In this absolute embrace, there is no rejection. Yeah. So this, something higher us, supported by what surrounds us. So again, let's see. We awaken not by conquering our limitations, but by deeply recognizing them. Other part is a boundless compassion that carries us when we can no longer carry ourselves. Yeah, so that we have a self, and the same as the other part, boundless compassion. Again, like a muddy hand, we learn. We get to help myself. We get to support oneself. But like our founder realized, we do have so many limitations and biased mind. We cannot do that. But that is not giving up or simply like what you call it, more give up. Yeah. Instead of that is a moment to realize there is something always supporting me, embracing me as we are. And then that nurtures us. So that's the meaning of the image of the other power or boundless compassion, wisdom supporting us. Yeah? So that is to myself, teaching tells me the voice of endless compassion. Yeah? That is a voice of the Namo Amida Butsu. In the moment of absolute honesty about our limits, the Nembutsu arises naturally. Yeah? So even our illusions are embraced, even our mistakes are held in compassion. We are never abandoned. Yeah? So again, we say Namo Amida Butsu as a chanting or reading. So we say it. But Namo Amida Butsu, not only chanting like a magic word, that is the name of the Buddha, or Buddha's compassion, wisdom itself. Amida Buddha become the voice. Hope you can see the statue there. Become the voice to be recited, to be heard. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Sing our life's ups and downs. Amida Buddha became the voice. So inviting me, say my name, hear my name. So when we say Namo Amida Butsu, that contains Buddha's care, compassion, wisdom. Yeah, I understand you. I see what you're going through. I know you hurt yourself, hurting others. You try to do your best, but you do have a muddy hand. You supposed to help yourself, but I know so many things happen. Therefore, Amida Buddha determined, I practice for you, prepare everything for you. Come to my embrace. I'm here with you. That is a voice of Namo Amida Butsu. So when I hear Namo Amida Butsu, yeah, when I say Namo Amida Butsu, I do feel Buddha's compassion, wisdom truly supporting my life. Yeah. Then that comes to the point. Again, when we say you are a liar, hope we learn, it's not truly simply saying you are a liar. It's asking us, actually, I'm a liar, which means when we lost our loved ones, we may wonder, you are a liar. I thought, well, you said you'll be with me forever. But no, life is in a way true and real. Life goes as it is. I was a liar. I wanted you stay with me forever. But no, truth was impermanence. Yeah? So this transition, we think you are a liar mean come to I am a liar. I see things, I see people, everything according to only my perceptions. Didn't realize there is something truth. So this happens again. by listening to the Dharma, universal teaching, awakening, enlightenment, always open our eyes. Yeah. So you can see on your picture like a lens, like a clouded lens. That is our clouded. Our eyes perception is often clouded by our biased mind, anger, habit, or education knowledge, blocking us seeing everything clearly. Yeah? So Namo Amida Butsu's the true awakening that guides me and then embraces me with warm compassion and gentle wisdom. So we come to the point, I am a liar. Then what should we do? What we should rely on is only Namo Amida Butsu. So it is said, our founder once said, everything in our life we do have is not true and then real. Only Nembutsu is true and then real. Why? We have learned whatever in life we have in human position is never lasting forever and then never perfect. Yeah? We have learned, oh, we want to see things in the way I want. Therefore, Nembutsu is true and then real. Coming from the truth or awakening or enlightenment is only something we can rely on. Then, learning the teachings of Dharma Buddhism, our lens slightly less clouded. The clouded lens never disappear because that is our human being. No matter how we try to be perfect, yeah, we cannot. Like I said, we today learn, don't tell a lie. Who can promise I won't tell a lie forever? Including telling yourself, I'm not okay, but I say I'm okay. Yeah. So we cannot be perfect, but gradually learning, I may have a clouded lens. That pause is so important for me, for us, yeah. Before judging, before saying I'm right, why this happened? Give us a lens to see, am I seeing clearly? Yeah? Or we cannot see clearly, therefore we rely on something higher than ourselves, yet with us. That is to me, Namo Amida Butsu, compassion, wisdom, infinite light, infinite life, always supporting me, guiding me, so embraces me. Yeah. So therefore, the conclusion, one of the inspiration from our founder is like this way. Amida Buddha's light is so bright that it reaches everywhere and never stops shining. That's why Amida is called the Buddha of pure light. When this light touches us, it helps wash away the things that make our hearts feel heavy or confused. In Amida's light, we can feel calm, safe, and then free to be our true selves. Yeah. So again, Amida Buddha often expressed as a light. I'm sure today, like a storm, seeing so many people affected by the flood and then water, rain, and then seeing the society and what happened in a personal life, we do have a moment heavy and then confused and then why? Yeah, that is a moment we realize I'm supposed to rely on this myself, but we may sometimes feel overwhelmed. That is actually the moment to realize I cannot rely on myself, open the path to, therefore, I get to rely on something. And even a spouse or family is great, friends great, but whatever belongs to humanity is not lasting forever. Therefore, when we're seeking what is something I can rely on, that is a moment to me, realizing religion to myself, that was the Namo Amida Butsu. So I want to invite you to feel, truly encounter the voice of Namo Amida Butsu calling. Satoshi, to realize I'm saying you are a liar. No, I was a liar. Open my eyes and then see the situation, world differently, guided by Amida Buddha's compassion, wisdom, and then especially for myself. Yeah. So again, now this was about the message. Now we do have a recitation of the gratitude for the Jodo Shinshu teaching. Namo Amida Butsu, entrust yourself to me. I'll liberate you just as you are. This is a calling voice of Amida. My blind passions are embraced in the Buddha's awakening. So the Buddha calls to me. I'll liberate you just as you are. Gratefully responding to the Buddha's call, I find that I'm already on the path that leads to the Pure Land. and the Nimbutsu flows freely from my thankful heart. Living with the Dharma as my guide softens my rigid heart and mind. Gratitude for the gift of life I have received frees me from becoming lost in greed and anger, and allows me to share a warm smile and speak gentle words. Sharing in the joy and the sadness of others, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest. With our chanting of Nembutsu, shall we place our hands together in Gassho? Then few announcements. So next Sunday we do have a regular service, and the March 29th we'll observing the spring Ohigan, which is supposed to be today, but we kind of switched due to the storm. So March 29th, spring Ohigan service, and every 5th we don't have a service here at Hongwanji. We join BIBF, that's the interfaith Buddhist sects. Different Buddhism school getting together for the observance of the Buddha's birthday at Hirobetsu, Kilauea Avenue, 9 o'clock. Again, no service on April 5th. And April 12th, Buddha's birthday service here. And then April 19th, Lady Shini Kakushini Day. And then 26th, regular service. Just for invitation again, we do having wine tasting for the fundraising 125th anniversary Puna Hongwanji in 2027, October 16, 17, save the date, yeah. So that's a Sunday, wine tasting happening Saturday, March 28, 5 to 8, $60 per person. If you wanna purchase a ticket, you can see email below, or maybe simply email to Puna Hongwanji. You search website Puna Hongwanji, email us. So seating is limited, so if you want to attend, email us today ASAP. Also, another fundraising is a cookbook. So please share your recipe, your own, the recipe you receive from your family or your somebody in memory of. So we try to collecting the as much as many recipes. So please share the recipe with us. Yeah. So if you can mail to PO Box 100 KL Hawaii 96749 or email to their email below. So again, the recipe you make by yourself, or your parents or brother, sister who is shared with you, you can submit saying like in memory of somebody, in honor of somebody. So we're happy to receive your recipe. You can, so that will be helping our 125th anniversary. Okay. So again, another save the date is the Saturday, April 25th, 10 to 2 o'clock. We do having a children's day. So we do have so many activities for our children, so join us. And then Saturday, Bond Dance, June 27th, and then Ramirez Style, October 17th. Save the date. Then words of wisdom is although it is me that utters and hears the phrase Namo Amida Butsu, actually it is the call of my true parent, Amida, promising to guide me to the Pure Land. Yeah? Although it is me that utters and hears the phrase Namo Amida Butsu, actually it is the call of my true parent, Amida, promising to guide me to the Pure Land. Yeah? So again, thank you for attending today for online. And before we closing, this is a picture I want to share with you. Yeah, make sense to you? Safe. Yeah. So be safe I know could be storm can be passing, but still you may see some dangerous situation as you may be outside. And I know that again, neighbor islands and then going through hardships. So please be safe. And then we try to care for each other as much as we can do. Again, please stay safe and then help each other. So as we often say, some TV persons say, take care of yourself and take care for each other. Yeah, let us take care of oneself first and then care for each other. Thank you for being here. I'll hope to see you again. Have a beautiful day and then be safe.